I have 4 multi-million-dollar e-commerce stores, and here are my must-have Shopify apps right now. Hi, I'm Greta, and earlier in the year I made a video for you guys which you really liked about the top 7 Shopify apps you should be using for your store. So today I have an updated version of that video with 5 more that we have started using since then. Okay, so number 1 is AFTERSELL, and you guys are gonna love this because it's a way to be able to sell more product and increase your average order value without doing anything else. So AFTERSELL is a post-purchase upsell app. Basically, how it looks is after the customer purchases your product, there'll be a pop-up that says like you've unlocked a 30% discount, or you've unlocked 50% off this product, or double your order for half the cost, and then have either the product that they just purchased if you're like a single product store, or have a complementary product that they might be interested in as well. If we were talking about Skinny Me Tea, they might have bought the 14-day detox, and we could say upgrade now to a 28-day at half the price sort of thing. So just a really great way to be able to add more revenue to every sale without having to acquire a new customer. So number 2 is Lifetimely, which is a profit and lifetime value tracking app. That may not sound that exciting, but in e-commerce, you need to be really, really on top of these metrics, especially now with ad costs increasing. You need to know constantly whether you're profitable or not. Like, instead of looking just at your Shopify dashboard and saying, oh great, we made, $10,000 in a day, that's amazing. You might have actually lost $2,000 in that day because your acquisition costs might have been $12,000 to acquire $10,000 worth of revenue, for example. So what you want to do is constantly be checking your profit and also your lifetime value. So if you can look into the lifetime value of your customers, or how much they spend on your store over the space of, the lifetime of your relationship with them, I guess is the easiest way to put that. So for Skinny Me Tea, we're a CPG product or consumer packaged good product, which has a higher lifetime value than, say, a weighted blanket, for example. Like, they're not necessarily going to come back and buy a weighted blanket all the time because they've already got their other one. But yeah, for Skinny Me Tea, our lifetime value is pretty high, generally 30% plus. So 30% of our customers will repurchase again. So what we can do is, when we're thinking about the cost to acquire a customer, even if on their first order it's not quite as profitable, like it's just above break even, we know that 30% of those customers will rebuy again. So we can kind of bake that into our customer acquisition costs. And then we can be more aware of the cost per acquisition across the funnel and how we can profitably increase that. So I would recommend getting an app like Lifetimely. Another one that we use is called BeProfit. It can track all of your profit margins, and you can look at it on a day-to-day basis, which I would recommend, but also across a whole month. So then you can see all your top acquisition channels and the cost breakdown for those. So number 3 is GORGIAS, and we used to use Zendesk for customer support, and now we use GORGIAS. We just find it has much, much better Shopify integration, and it's just an all-round smarter and more intelligent platform. They actually just added Instagram a few days ago as well, so you can manage your Instagram inbox and all of your questions from Instagram there as well. There's also Facebook, of course, email. There's a live chat section on GORGIAS on your website. It says here that it can reduce the response time by 43%. I would totally agree with that, because you can have macros on GORGIAS, which are like pre-filled responses, rather than like copying and pasting the same response again and again and again. You can pre-fill the response, and with smart answers too. So think about some of the things that might recur the most often in your customer service, like product returns, or like just because maybe, the customer changed their mind depending on what your returns policy is, or like probably our most common is like, where's my product, even if they just ordered like 2 hours ago maybe. So that's a really helpful one. You can kind of go through and see all of your open tickets. If you have different customer service team members, you can obviously assign each ticket, and you have a really good bird's eye view over how each customer service agent is working. But yeah, so here's an example of a macro. So there's a really recurring one, clearly, because they've put it as well, but where's my order? they give you ideas for them as well. So hello, customer first name, I've checked on your order, and then last order's number to show their order number automatically. Here's the most up-to-date info available. Tracking link is here, tracking numbers here, and it just automatically puts them in rather than having to manually fidget around and find them. So that is going to save your team a heap of time. And as we know, really great customer service is one, just expected these days, but two, it's really going to help with your overall kind of brand experience. So that's a really great way to handle customer service quickly. Okay, number 4 is ENQUIRE post-purchase surveys. So this is one we've kind of implemented across the board with our brands at the moment. So because paid attribution is getting a lot harder these days, it's really important to know where customers heard about you and be able to kind of lean into those channels more, especially for organic channels like Instagram or like TikTok, for example. There might not be great organic attribution from those channels. So simply asking your customer to quickly fill out this survey after they've just purchased a product. We implemented this, I think, a couple of days ago on one of our new stores called Claytime. And it's had so far a 41.5% response rate. We've had 300 responses in that couple of days. And as you can see, the It's Claytime Instagram has outweighed the rest of the responses. It wouldn't just be organic. We run like Instagram and Facebook ads as well. So they might have seen an ad of ours on Instagram and clicked through from there, or it might have been our organic social too. It's growing quite quickly. We launched 12 weeks ago, and I think our Instagram's at about 20,000 followers at the moment, which is really solid. Then we can see Facebook as the next big one, Google, Pottery Boy, who's our like forward-facing founder guy. That's his Instagram account. Friends or family referrals, other is just here, and we can see the responses as well under other. Nova Radio just did like a giveaway with our kits. So I remember one of them is, see Nova Radio was under other. Yeah, so it's really important to know where a sale was coming from so that you can really lean into and amplify those channels that are already converting and working well. So this is a really great way to know beyond just like the on-platform attribution, because it can be a little iffy at times. And finally, our number 5, which is back in stock restock alerts. This app is a must-have for any store, because if you do run out of stock and you are still maybe running paid traffic to your site, or people are clicking through and finding you via Google or via your social media, you do not want to lose that sale. So basically what this does is when that product does run out of stock, it automatically puts a back in stock reminder. This app is great because it has like not only enter your email below, like notify when available just here, like I'm showing you on the screen, but also on the side. So we want we want people to see the fact that they're able to sign up for that. So it says sold out, notify me when available. They just enter their email or their phone number, and as soon as it's back in stock, they'll get an automatic email or an automatic text message letting them know that that product has now been restocked. An important thing to know for this one is that if your product is out of stock and your customer service team get a refund, and then they put that refunded product because it's been returned back into the system, or if Shopify automatically puts that product back into stock in the system, it can trigger all of the emails for back in stock to be sent out when that product actually isn't back in stock yet. So something that you want to do when a product does run out of stock is put it down to like -50 units, for example, so that as you know, you might process a few returns or anything. If anything happens that means that that product goes quickly back into stock when it's not technically back into stock, it'll just go to like -49 or -48. So that's a big tip when it comes to that app, because it's happened before to us, and it sends out like 500 emails to people saying, yay, the product that you wanted is back in stock, go shop now. And there's like one and it's gone in a second. And you're like, oh. So those are 5 more apps that you could look at implementing for your Shopify store if they make sense for your brand. And I say if they make sense for your brand because obviously the Shopify app store has a huge number of apps listed. They all claim to be helping the store in some way to increase revenue, to like improve customer service, whatever else. These are tried and tested apps that we've used. We've upgraded them over the years as well. I've now been in e-commerce for 9 years. So yeah, we've kind of upgraded these as we go, but also, You just want to be careful that you're only using the apps as well that make the most sense for your brand and not overdoing it with apps by any means, because they do slow down the website speed of your store. And that's one of the main things that kills conversions. Like, I'm sure all of us have been to a clunky site before where we're like, oh, I can't just wait around for this page to load, and you just exit straight out. So we definitely don't want that. So they're the 5 apps. I hope that you guys find them useful, and I'll see you in another video.
Hey guys, hope you're loving our videos and that you're getting heaps of value from them. If you are, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to join the Foundr fam. If you did enjoy this video and want to continue to master your skills, make sure you click here to access your free training now, where we'll go into way more depth with this Foundr.